Hello everyone, Aaron Wild here, and today we're going to have a look at Keepforest Vikings. For those of you who don't know, this sound library is basically a sound design library to create sort of a Viking, sort of epic, cinematic, almost trailer-like sound. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and made a track ahead of time here. It's just a short one, but I'm just going to demonstrate what some of the sounds sound like. Then I'll go into some of the patches, play what's in the library, and then just say what I like, what I don't like, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, so I'm just gonna show you the track now, and then I'll get into that. There we go. So that's what the library sort of sounds like. So you can see it is very, very, very sound design. Key points I just want to point out right away is I absolutely love the cellos and the basses, or the cello bass, or whatever's doing that really, really low choppy sound. They've got a really good selection of sounds there with that, quite a few loops. Let me just go ahead and show you those quickly. So let me just find them here. I think they're my sound design section. It's my massive template. Have about 450 sounds or so loaded. Don't always use this template. I find it easier sometimes to actually just use a blank slate. But sometimes if I'm looking to just compose something quickly, I'll just load this up. But yeah, we see here I've got loaded some cello bass here. Can we just appreciate how epic these things sound? They've got lots of cue starters here. Like if you was to actually just load up this cello bass, you would have lots of starters for a track. Yeah, they sound absolutely amazing. I absolutely love them. It does really remind me of, if you've watched the TV show Vikings, it does really remind me of the sound design elements in that show. And then they do have as well some sort of mid pulses as well. So these are some hybrid ones. So again, those aren't even limited to just trailer sounds. Sorry, not trailer sounds. They aren't just limited to Viking sounds alone. Those are just hybrid loops that you can use in your sort of trailer-like cues or anything like that. So yeah, really good selection of pulses overall. Then we've got some hybrid basses here. Again, not limited to Vikings at all. Really good for some action cues. And then we've got some pulses of basses as well. Bit Batman-like, isn't it? Wow, that is all sorts of drama. Oh, I like that. That's nice. And then we've got some TikToks here as well. I actually think I heard this in a trailer the other day, these TikTok sounds. That sound, I've heard that in a trailer, I'm sure of it. I don't know what trailer that would have been. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's using the trailer. Obviously, if you're making some sort of like horror trailer or sound design trailer or something like that, that would really work for that. And then we've got some breaths as well. Again, just looped, and obviously tempo synced as well. We've got some mid cellos as well. I absolutely love these, which is actually the one I used in the track right here. Like these are just absolutely fantastic. Like they're really good. I love them. You know, they're really good for that modern sound design Viking approach, and it's like instant battle music or something like that. I'm sure they would be in probably Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well. They're probably in there somewhere. Next we got some fills here. So these fills are basically like really sequenced hits in a sequence. So let me just there's your trailer already. So really great at like when you've built up to that really cinematic section at the end, just adding in one of those to just increase that tension and, you know, pump that adrenaline just one little bit. And then we've got some war horn benders here. Again, I'm pretty sure I've heard these in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like, let's be honest. I love these. It's like literally you're about to go to war or something in a Viking age. Oh, I like that one. That's nice. It's like you know, someone's just arrived on a boat that's not friendly. You know, someone that's gonna stab you in the back. That's what that sounds like. But yeah, so I'll just give this a minute to save. It's my flipping template, absolutely massive. But yeah, no, so overall I'm finding these sounds a lot of fun to play around with. Still quite a few I need to go through here. Just give it a second. There we go. So I've got a Viking, the Viking benders as well. I can't find where they're mapped to. Where are these mapped? I'll open this up now. Hang on. Oh yeah, I haven't even let me just show you the interface as well that comes with the library. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. It looks really cool, very Viking-esque. It's almost like just a Viking shield almost. But yeah, let me see where these are mapped. Oh, there we go. I just need to hold it. So again, it's kind of like the warhorn benders, but not obviously war horns. That sounds like a cello or something, pitch bending. Yeah, really good atmospheric stuff here. So yeah, on the interface we have some standard stuff here: your attack, your sustain, your release, some tuning controls as well. One really cool feature is they do have a motion feature here, so you can obviously make your rhythmic elements as well, because they do have just on the side here, if we go into the sound design, I think it's in where is it? Oh no, maybe it's in the pulses section. Yeah, strings designer. So if these cello rhythms that are in the library don't, you know, don't work for you, you can actually load up the strings designer and you can actually design a rhythm yourself from the mid and the bass cellos, which is really cool. That would be really handy to match your percussive rhythms that you've got going on or something like that. But yeah, it's nice to have a rhythm maker in there. It kind of reminds me of LA Scoring Strings too, if you remember that library. It still reminds me of that kind of layout where you would make a rhythm. And then here we've got a modulation section on the last page as well. But yeah, so I haven't actually changed anything in here, guys. So nothing is actually mixed any further or anything like that. This is just the standard sounds as they come. I do think maybe I have I've got a reverb on, and that reverb that I'm using is Seventh Heaven. But yeah, that's it really. There's not really any pre-mixing gone on or anything like that, so they sound like this out of the box, other than the reverb. But yeah, let's just continue. So got some specific signals here. can actually see these being used in sort of sound like Dead Island-ish or something. Dying Light 2, that's where these would be good. And then we got Signals. So again, more of the same as the specific signals there. Then we've got some downers. Just sort of some bass downs, really. I didn't really use these in the track, but obviously there would be some great uses for those as well. And then we've got some bass effects here. I do really like these. Ooh, what was that? Sound like a lightsaber or something. Oh, that was cool. That's a nice sound there. But yeah, so that's basically what these sounds sort of sound like, what you can expect from the library. Now, on to some sort of bad points about it, because obviously the sounds sound great for what they are. Would I use this library? Yes, there is definitely elements to this library I would use, but there's just some things that I feel are lacking, because obviously when you read the description on the website, you're obviously seeing that it does say that it's inspired by Scandinavian stuff and everything like that. What would have been really, really cool and a nice addition to this library would be some sort of vocal soundscapes, because obviously vocals are used a lot in Viking music and chants and stuff like that. Just some loops, how they've done the breaths or the shouts, for example. There isn't really any chants or anything like that, so if you wanted to make something a bit more melodic, you are kind of limited in that regard. You're going to have to look for a different library. And what else did I think? Oh yeah, the organic percussion as well. So if you're wanting organic percussion, it's sort of limited as well. So here we do have some Viking kicks. And I really like these kicks. They do really remind me of the Vikings TV show. To get some adrenaline pumping. They sound really good in this track when you double them with some percussion. With the percussion, I did find I have to outsource a bit for the percussion, and I feel like obviously if you study Viking music, or you look at what is even in the TV show, while they've got these sound design elements, what would have been really cool to see, or at least a follow-up library of course, would be maybe a more traditional sort of like massive hand drums, things like that. And there is an instrument I really want sampled, and I can't remember the name. Let me think, what is it? It's a Viking string instrument. If you know that instrument, please let me know it in the comments. But yeah, no, there's a Viking instrument that you hear all the time doing a string melody, and I absolutely would love to have one of those at my disposal. So something like that would be really cool to have as an addition to this library. So I found myself sort of outsourcing for vocals, percussion, and yeah, sort of anything on the more organic side of things. But overall, it's a really good library. So I would recommend the library. It does sell at $229, which I think translates to about 140 odd pounds or something like that. And if you are a big sound designer, you do any music for trailers or anything like that, I do feel like it does have a lot of stuff that may be useful for you. You are limited to, obviously, let me just show you, like you've got a pulses section there, so that's all just loops that are tempo synced. We've got a sound design section here. You are limited a bit in terms of, would I think you can do a full track with this stuff? You can if it's just a full sound design track, but you may find yourself outsourcing a little bit to you know, little percussive elements and choirs and stuff like that, depending on what the track is. But you can, I think, as a great layering library, this is really good for that. So if you want to layer your sounds, you know, we've got great hits in here, we've got great rhythms in here, and some great cue starters. So yeah, definitely, you know, it's in my template here where I've got my 450 instruments. It's in my template, I've kept it in my template. And I do think it's a really good library. So yeah, that's my recommendation for it. The link will be in the below to the website if you want to go ahead and check it out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts or comments, please let me know, and I'll see you next time.